A deputy fire chief is planning to appeal a decision that denied him workers' comp coverage after a recent cancer diagnosis. A bill signed into law earlier this year was hailed as a new pathway for firefighters to apply for workers' compensation for cancer that is presumed to be work-related. But Seabrook's deputy chief says he was denied coverage for 2 weeks of work he missed after surgery for testicular cancer in September. He sees two issues with the new law's requirements.
One of the things that I was asked first was that I would sign an affidavit stating that I have never touched a tobacco product, which I can't.
Deputy Chief Perkins says the other issue is that a firefighter has to have been hired after 1996 when physicals became a requirement. A source involved in the drafting of the law says if he provides documentation of repeated exposures at work, he should be cleared for coverage. The state is preparing to unveil its long-term plan to fix a struggling mental health system. The roadmap for change will be New Hampshire's new 10-year mental health plan. Some of the highlights include a call to increase the number of mobile crisis response teams. There are only 3 currently statewide. We're also likely to see a model emerge similar to the hub-and-spoke model being used to help people struggling with addiction, so people can easily access mental health care closer to their own communities.
Community-driven programs, better access for individuals, simply better customer service, if you will. And to be able to somewhat replicate that in terms of mental health would be a huge win for the state.
Another goal of the 10-year plan is to improve step-down supports in the community to ensure stays at New Hampshire Hospital aren't so long. Changes could be coming for the new bail reform law that took effect this summer. A commission examining bail reform agreed last week on some compromise proposals to help fix what has been a messy rollout in the courts. The bill's original sponsors say they'll file new legislation to make things right.
I anticipate bipartisan cooperation on some common sense tweaks.
If this were a business with faulty stairs, you would tell them to fix them before somebody gets hurt. Instead, we're just kicking it down the road and not addressing it.
Law enforcement officials who saw several of their ideas rejected say they will continue to push for changes to the law to protect public safety. Well, it appears House Minority Leader Steve Shurtleff is on his way to becoming the next Speaker of the House. In last week's House Democratic Caucus, Shurtleff easily fended off a progressive challenge from longtime State Rep Rennie Cushing on a vote of 183 to 42. Shurtleff has led House Democrats since 2012, and he's pledging to be an even-handed Speaker. After the vote, he got a little emotional, talking about what it will mean to preside over the House.
I'm very touched. As someone who grew up here in Concord and has seen the State House so many times, to be the nominee for Speaker is a great honor.
The full House votes for Speaker on December 5th. There's been some intrigue at the last 2 House organization days in 14 and 16, but given the decisive outcome of the caucus vote, it looks like Shurtleff will be able to cruise to victory. And also coming out of that caucus, of course, Colin Van Osteren with a resounding straw vote, essentially, in his campaign to become the next Secretary of State. Current Secretary Bill Gardner will obviously have to make up the difference in Republican votes and have to peel off some Democrats. Again, that will be on December 5th. Of course, that wraps up this edition of Close Up New Hampshire. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. Have a great Sunday.